say that things that are white are supposedly to be clean. But what if I say that in a cup of milk, there's 1,000 of bacteria in it? But don't get me wrong, not all milk are like that. But they can be like that. The question is how? Of course, the milk are going to be our main character for this video for today. Milk is a nutrient-rich white liquid food that are produced by a mammary glands of mammals. Back in the olden days, people started to drink milk from their cows, sheep, goats, etc. And they took out the milk, keep it, and drink it. Unfortunately, this habit had brought food poisoning and a few deaths, and they questioned among themselves, is raw milk a white poison or a healthy drink? Luckily, the scientists had discovered about how to process the milk. With this, we had a chance to taste various types of milk, such as low-fat, full cream, and so on. So, our project for today is to show you how fast different kind of milk get spoiled.
To carry out the experiment, we need to prepare a few materials that are low-fat milk, full cream milk, flavored milk, raw milk, and soda bicarbonate. First of all, we need to pour the milk into a glass and leave it at room temperature for 3 days. And we need to repeat this step to other type of milk. We need to check the milk condition for every 24 hours. To check the acidity of the milk, we need to take a few drops of milk and put it into a smaller container and mix it with a teaspoon of soda bicarbonate. Other than that, we also need to check the smell and the consistency of the milk, whether it changed or not.
Why do you think milk becomes sour when it gets spoiled? As milk sour, its acidity increases. Harmless lactobacillus bacteria use lactose in milk as an energy source. The bacteria combine with oxygen to produce lactic acid. Like other acid, lactic acid has a sour taste. That's why spoiled milk is acidic, because the taste changes to sour.
Flavored milk produces a moderate bubbles formation after 3 days.
Raw milk produces substantial bubble formation after 3 days.
Full cream milk produces substantial bubbles formation after 3 days.
Low-fat milk produces substantial bubble formation after 3 days.
The easiest way to tell if the milk has spoiled is by checking the texture or consistency. The reason expired milk becomes cheesy is because the bacteria in the milk grow rapidly when it gets old. The bacteria digest milk sugar or lactose, producing lactic acid. Lactic acid causes the cursing to curdle. Curdle is what you get when the lymph forms in a smooth milk. Milk is slightly acidic when its pH is lower, even more by addition of acidic ingredient. The protein molecules stop repelling each other. This allows them to stick together or coagulate into clumps known as curd. Did you realize that spoiled milk is so smelly? But why exactly bad milks smell bad? It all comes down to bacteria. As the milk gets older, the bacteria inside milk begins to multiply and break down lactose. The chemical released by these bacteria cause a strong and unpleasant odor.
There are two types of meat. The first one is unpasteurized meat, or also known as raw meat. Raw meat can get easily spoiled and also can cause food poisoning if you drink it. The second one is processed milk. This milk will undergo pasteurization process. Do you want to know what is pasteurization process? Let me tell you. Pasteurization process is a process where meat will be heated at specific temperature to kill the pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria, Campylobacter, and others. It also to extend the shelf life of meat. This process also will kill 99% of bacteria. And there are also two types of pasteurization process. The first one is HTHT, high temperature short time. Do you want to know how this process occurs? In this process, the milk will heated to 160 degrees for 50 seconds and held for 50 seconds, and last it will cool down until it achieves 39 degrees rapidly. The milk that undergo the process can last for 16 days until 21 days. The second one is UHT. UHT stands for ultra high temperature. For this process, meat will heated until 280 degrees for 50 seconds and it will held for 50 seconds. After that, it will chill back until it achieves 39 degrees rapidly. The milk that undergo the process can last longer than milk that undergo HTHT process, which is for 40 until 60 days. But you need to know that the pasteurization process will not reduce the nutrition of milk.
The conclusion is, it is proven that raw milk can harm human health. We already have a lot of processed milk with different flavor, so why do we still consume raw milk?